Send in the wind, it owes me a favor. The clouds are late, but they'll get here sooner or later. Why can't monsters eat lunch together? Why does the night have more corners than the day? I keep looking up for answers, but the sky keeps looking away. The street light blinks like it's in on the joke. A dog crosses the road without breaking its smoke. Why can't monsters eat lunch together? Why does the night have more corners than the day? I keep looking up for answers, but the sky keeps looking away. The streetlight blinks like it's in on the joke. A dog crosses the road without breaking its smoke. Why can't monsters eat lunch together? Why does the night have more corners than the day? I keep looking up for answers, but the sky keeps looking away. Why can't shadows sit still in the light? Why do the street signs argue at night? Every corner's a question mark I found, and the sky just keeps sending postcards down. There's a chair in the field where the moon once sat, radio hum in the laundromat. A fox walks slow through a parking lot. Every step's a thing I almost forgot. Why can't shadows sit still in the light? Why do the street signs argue at night? Every corner's a question mark I found, and the sky just keeps sending postcards down. Or does it send in the wind, bring down the rain, fold me a map out of yesterday's pain? Why can't monsters eat lunch together? Why does the night have more corners than the day? I keep looking up for answers, but the sky keeps looking away. Send in the wind, it still owes me a favor. She walks in with that careless grin, then her eyes turn distant blue. She says, I'm done with us, love, and the walls just listen to. I don't know what I whispered next, only that the clock struck wrong. Her suitcase by the window, curtains gone, she's ghost gone long. Was there anything I could say? Was there anything I could say? Dousing embers in her eyes, chasing shadows in the light. Was there anything I could say? There's a postcard of her painted sky, colors frozen on the page. She scattered matchsticks in the backyard, fire waltzed with rage. I've got a ticket she never used, a ticket to somewhere new. A broken compass in her pocket, still pointing back to you. Was there anything I could say? Was there anything I could say? Dousing embers in her eyes, chasing shadows in the light. Was there anything I could say? There's a postcard of her painted sky, colors frozen on the page. She scattered matchsticks in the backyard, fire waltzed with rage. I've got a ticket she never used, a ticket to somewhere new. A broken compass in her pocket, still pointing back to you. Was there anything I could say? Was there anything I could say? Dousing embers in her eyes, chasing shadows in the light. Was there anything I could say? dawn, kissed sand with silent lips. She left a prayer beneath her breath, lost in moonlit scripts. I don't accuse her wanderlust, one's path is rarely clear. If you spend too long behind you, your future disappears. She walks in with that careless grin, then her eyes turn distant blue. She says, I'm done with us, love, and the walls just listen to. I don't know what I whispered next, only that the clock struck wrong. If you spend too long behind you, your future disappears. Was there anything I could say? Was there anything I could say? Dousing embers in her eyes, chasing shadows in the light. Was there anything I could say? Morning drifts across the square. A boy is tuning up his prayer. Someone leaves a note inside a book. No one sees, but someone looks. Soft parade, moving slow. All the things we'll never know. Soft parade, passing by. Quiet faces, open sky. The window hums a violin. A letter waits but won't begin. Someone buys a flower, just one stem. Carries home a secret hymn. Soft parade, moving slow. All the things we'll never know. Soft parade, passing by. Quiet faces, open sky. Every step a small confession. Every glance a shy impression. We are marching, unafraid, in the tender, soft parade. Soft parade, moving slow. All the things we'll never know. Soft parade, passing by. Quiet faces, open sky. Soft parade, ooh. Soft parade, soft parade, ooh. Soft parade. I see you drifting through the Sunday brunch with the mothers, your pastel dress reflecting morning's hush. I love your locket's tarnished gleam and quiet grace. You're a silent anthem in a crowded place. From the suburban boulevard to the midnight town parade, I trade all my regrets just to hear your name said. When hope unravels, it still hums a secret tune, quiet as a half-spoken prayer in a church at noon. Sometimes I stare at faces, but they don't stare back. Yet when you speak, the air shifts, follows your track, like shallow tides pulling at a worn-out dock. Memories ripple back, but they don't stop. The car sputters to nothing at my father's old garage. He doesn't see the wreckage inside, just hears the probe and charge. The garage smells of oil and distant smoke, stories lingering in every dent and broken spoke. This room weighs heavier than all the words I hold. Your reflection plays in static, in frames of old. What if I asked you to wander, to vanish with me? It's been said so many times, meaning slips like debris. I cast these green invitations into the stream, but currents of our past reclaimed them in a dream. Then I stored them on a shelf, beside time in a glass jar. In the end, a boy finds himself no matter how far. A waiter wipes down the counter like she's erasing years. Outside, rain paints the street with yesterday's tears. A child presses his face to the fogged up pane, watching the buses leave, not knowing their names. Some nights I drive past the town just to see its glow, like a lighthouse for the lonely with nowhere to go. But the roads all bend back, the sign's still the same, only the faces have changed, not the frame.
Someone shapes the lines a critic reads. Someone plants the seed, another feeds. If every spotlight blinds the view, what's left in the shadows, me or you? shines bright because of unseen hands. We walk so easy on invisible plans. If the snow returns with the setting sun, will anyone notice the work that has been done? Cultural snow shoveling, who cleared the way? Who moved the drifts that just melt away? Cultural snow shoveling, who gets the cheer? The silent censors. Someone in cultural snow shoveling, who cleared the way? Who moved the drifts that just melt away? Who will recall after all? Who gets the chair? The silence answers. The silence clears. I was here.
I spent the morning looking for a lost receipt in a jacket I haven't worn since the fire alarm went off. The neighbor's dog howled like a broken piano, and I thought maybe he knows something I don't. Ordinary accidents, the kind that write your story when you're not paying attention. Ordinary accidents, they turn into memories, then into songs. The girl at the bus stop asked me the time. I told her it was later than we thought. She laughed like a radio fading in a tunnel, and I carried her echo all the way home. Ordinary accidents, the kind that write your story when you're not paying attention. Ordinary accidents, they turn into memories, then into songs. I once dreamed my father was a lighthouse, but he was pointing the beam the wrong way. Ships kept crashing and I woke up sweating, wondering if I should learn how to swim. Ordinary accidents, the kind that write your story when you're not paying attention.
gas station light on an empty road. A calendar hangs where the wind has slowed. Someone carved a name in the old motel wall. No one remembers, but it outlives us all. Borderlands, shadows on the map, counting the silences, nothing overlaps. Borderlands, written in the sand, pages of a story no one understands. Telephone wires hum a ghostly tune. The jukebox plays to an empty room. Someone left a jacket by the railroad sign, waiting for a body that never crossed the line. Borderlands, shadows on the map, counting the silences, nothing overlaps. Borderlands, written in the sand, pages of a story no one understands. Between the fences, between the years, you trade your hopes for souvenirs. The air is heavy, the night expands. Still I walk the borderlands. Borderlands, shadows on the map, counting the silences, nothing overlaps. Borderlands, written in the sand, pages of a story no one understands. I've been walking with a map that has no cities, just rivers bending like tired questions. Every road I take ends in a small reflection, and I drink from it as if it knows my name. I'm learning the gentle recklessness of staying when the sky says leave. I'm holding the gentle recklessness of a heart that won't make peace with sleep. The news plays a song I can't remember. I sit by the window, counting headlights. Someone writes my future just nothing. Cars pass through me like clouds through glass. I woke up to the sound of my own breathing, a small proof that I was still here. I'm learning the gentle recklessness of staying when the sky says leave. I'm holding the gentle recklessness of a heart that won't make peace with sleep. Someone waits, hands in pockets, streetlight flickers, shadows like memories. A cat slips through the fence. You and I watch. You and I, quiet of the night. You and I, how the city moves. You and I, shapes of empty streets. You and I, learning to see. Bottle rattles under bench, footsteps echo. Someone laughs too late. Neon hums above closed cafe. We breathe. You and I, quiet of the night. You and I, how the city moves. You and I, shapes of empty streets. You and I, vanish so fast. A tie in the morning, a hoodie at night. Both ride the algorithm's quiet line. Anytime, convenience on demand. Moving lives at a stranger's hand. From late night silence to high command. Anytime, convenience on demand. Who drives who through the endless glow? Who sets the price? And who lets go? In the hum of engines, truth is slow. The rider and driver exchange it all. Anytime, convenience on demand. Moving lives in a stranger's hand. From empty alleys to boardroom stands. Anytime, convenience on Typed your name in a quiet room. The glow of the screen cut through the gloom. Letters fell steady like rain on glass. Holding the future, holding the past. Times New Roman, simple and plain. Carried our secrets, carried our names. screen. We trace the outlines of what we mean. Not made of marble, not made of stone, just Times New Roman making us know. Times New Roman, simple and plain, carried our secrets, carried our names. Times New Roman, steady and true, every word written was a bridge to you. In the hallway of a station where the ceiling leaks, a lonely vending machine hummed like a tired priest. All the sodas are warm, the buttons half asleep, but it waits for coins the way a dog waits for food. A lonely vending machine, glowing in the dark. No one keeps your secret, no one speaks your spark. Lonely vending machine, still burning unseen. You've seen more nights than most people dream. Kids under seats beneath a flickering neon sign. A woman counts her days in coffee stains on diner glass. The streetlight hums a weary tune above the cracked sidewalk. We're just ghosts in the hallway, echoes fading with the dawn. The mailman hums a hymn to envelopes that never get read. The janitor wipes dust from shadows no one ever sees. A preacher's voice crackles through a broken radio set. When the power fades, she lights a match and stares into the dark. Lost faces in the static, whispers in the rain, where stories never told, just footprints in the pain, flickering like candle flames that fight against the night. In the silence we're forgotten, fading out of sight. Diner's clock ticks slow, measuring wasted time. A lonely song drifts from a jukebox past its prime. The townsfolk pass like shadows in the corners of their eyes, all searching for meaning beneath indifferent skies. Lost faces in the static, whispers in the rain, where stories never told, just footprints in the pain, flickering like candle flames that fight against the night. In the silence we're forgotten, fading out of sight. When the lights go out for good and silence takes a stage, we'll be the quiet echoes trapped inside this page. Before the light, smoke pigeons over rooftops with wet eyes. Questions like moths in the light. Why is there someone instead of no one? And how does the answer hide in the waiting? Let's live where the shadow and the sunlight meet. Every night you forget me, every morning forgive me. The horizon has made a deal with the day. Father and daughter with a map, lost in a parking lot rain. The moon asleep,
In a paper bag, radio static, cold hands, black coffee. Life draws its border at the skin's horizon, and still the wind keeps passing through. Let's live where the shadow and the sunlight meet. Every night you forget me, every morning forgive me. The horizon has made a deal with the day. After the lull of the storm, sea sparrows, a woman sweeps dust into gold. A child counts clouds until dark. Why does the dream wear the shape of the waking, and how does the ending grow out of the middle? Let's live where the shadow and the sunlight meet. Every night you forget me, every morning forgive me. The horizon has made a deal with the day.
Okay.